Hey guys, so today is the big day. I'm going to harvest my pineapple. So it has taken just over 4 years from planting to fruiting to ripening, and the day has now come. And it's sort of one of those weird exciting days, but a kind of a scary day, because I've been growing this bad boy now for just over 4 years. So I think I planted him in February 4 years ago, so it's four years and a few months. But it's really scary. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be harvesting it, and I'm going to be replanting the pot, and we'll do a little taste test. Just thought I'd give you guys a bit of a close-up. So pineapples grow pretty big, or this one has, so you're going to need at least 1 metre of space. I've also grown it in a glass house just to give it that heat and give it heat throughout the winter months. I've had it on a heat mat, which it absolutely loved this winter, because it did get down to, I think it was around 3 degrees in here over the winter months. It is a heated glass house, but obviously although I'm in the south of England, it can get really cold because I'm on the top of the Chilterns. But look at that colour. That is an amazing coloured pineapple. I mean, you just don't get to see this in the shop, so to see it is absolutely wonderful. So I actually had to look up how to, or when to harvest it. So it says when you press it, it should give slightly, which it is. So I am reasonably confident about this. It's quite scary harvesting something that you've never harvested for the first time, and also as well something that I've been growing for over 4 years. So you know, that is quite a chunk of my life I've had this pineapple, and he's gonna go. So let's do this. This is actually quite a scary moment, but here we go. Wowza. Let's oh my gosh. I can't believe I just did that. Oh my god, the smell of that is just absolutely amazing. So I'm going to take this home and yeah, get the top off of it this evening. That is one healthy looking top. Look at that. You just don't, it's just great, because although, you know, we're spoilt with the food that we get imported throughout the world, but you know, just to grow something like this has been such, I think this has got to be like my most favourite and biggest growing challenge that I've ever done. Although it wasn't a challenge, it was just something I decided to do, and I really hope this tastes amazing. So stay tuned for the taste test. I'm now at home with my pineapple, and I'm gonna give it a bit of a slice up. So what I'm gonna do is just chop it. Wow, that sounds juicy. Where the top is, and then we can use that bit to plant the other one. Here goes, guys.
That's good, isn't it?
That is amazing.
Wowza.
Look at the water dripping. Oh my god, that is so sweet. That is actually really, it's got the acidity and everything of a normal pineapple, but just a bit more pineapple-y, really, isn't it? Are you right there? It's quite sharp, isn't it?
Yeah.
So would definitely recommend. That was worth 4 years of wait. Definitely recommend growing your own pineapple. So while you guys watch us eating homegrown pineapple, I will now do a video on how to plant the top. So this will apply to any shop bought top. Obviously this one's going to be fresh, so hopefully it'll be good to root. So stay tuned for that video next. So now you've got the pineapple top, so you can pick a pineapple top up from a supermarket. The only thing that you or that I've checked for before, is you get the centre spines, and this is the bit that I find really difficult at supermarkets because the pineapples are so old from wherever they've travelled from. If you pull the centre of the plant, the spikes should be really firm in there. If you can pull them out, it means that the actual plant has rotted, so that pineapple won't be any good. So since purchasing this pineapple that I've grown from the top, I have gone and tried to get more pineapples to obviously plant them up, but unfortunately they've just rotted from the because the centres aren't fresh enough. So, but if you do find a good one in a supermarket, this is basically what you've got to do. So there are two ways of doing your pineapples. One is you can put them into water, and the other one straight into compost. I seem to prefer the compost one better. So you've got your top of your pineapple, and you just want to pull that, all of that like juicy top bit off of your pineapple. I will just chop this bit here off, because that's obviously like the fleshy plant part of the top. And then what normally happens is as soon as you start pulling these little lower leaves off, this is really spiky, you start to find roots. Now, I don't know if this one's going to be the same as the other ones from the supermarkets, because obviously the supermarkets ones do show signs of root development. I don't know if that's because of the maturity of the pineapple. Ow, they are little buggers. So I'm assuming this is like signs of root development. But what it normally suggests is pull sort of like half an inch to an inch of your spiny leaves off, which is what I'll do. And then hopefully it's a bit like a cutting, I suppose. You're then putting it into compost or water, and then that will create root growth. So I think I'm pretty happy with this as it is. So I'll move that out the way. So here I've got my pot of multi-purpose compost. It's quite firm. Make a little hole in the middle of your pot. And because obviously there is no roots or anything to hold it down, what I did with my last one was just I firmed it in really, really well. And then just obviously top it up if you need to. Now obviously I'm doing this, we're now at the beginning of June, so it's really, really warm weather. It's going to go straight into the glass house at work. So it's going to stay nice and warm. So that is what you want to create, is obviously a nice warm environment. They are a tropical plant, so they will require heat and won't tolerate any frost. So that's my pineapple planted up. Fingers crossed this roots. I'll be absolutely devastated if it doesn't, but I'm sure I can try and find another one for you guys from a supermarket at some point in time. And let's see how this one gets on. And yeah, let's hope maybe sooner than 4 years, but I am prepared to wait another 4 years for another pineapple. So thanks guys for watching. Take it easy, and I hope you guys have as much success growing pineapples as what I do. I thought I'd give you guys an update. So this is the pineapple top. It rooted. I'm really happy with it. It's actually grown quite a large amount. That is the root system. So it's got a really good root system on it. Pineapples don't actually require a lot of root space. So this pineapple, obviously when it starts getting a lot bigger, will only go up to between a 5 and a 10 litre pot. And that should suffice. So as we start to get towards the winter months, I will reduce the amount of water that I give it. So I'll keep the compost as dry as I possibly can. That will just stop the roots from rotting off, especially if it does get really cold. It's now on a heat mat, so it's got permanent heat through the pot. Also as well, if you are growing your pineapples inside, I really would suggest getting them as close as you possibly can to a window. You know, as the light levels have started to reduce, they will start to suffer with that because of, you know, being in a tropical climate. They have a lot of heat and they have a lot of light. So the more you can give it, the better chance you've got for your pineapple. So I'm actually really happy with that. I kept my mother plant after I chopped the pineapple, because I did notice it had a little side shoot, and that is the side shoot. So although it's a lot smaller than the other one, obviously the side shoot was a lot smaller anyway. So I'm hoping that maybe there'll be a difference. This one could fruit before this one, and hopefully this will fruit one year and this will fruit the next. So I'll have a succession of pineapples fruiting. But all in all, I'm absolutely happy with the results. That guy was rooted. I got another one for free from the mother plant. The mother plant is now gone because once they have fruited, they normally will send out a few side shoots, which obviously that one did, but apart from that, the mother plant's pretty much done with after. So thanks guys for watching, and I will catch you on the next video.